next reader is Madge Gressley. If you have looked up here this evening at our beautiful throw that we have for our Spofest table, I'd like to tell you that Madge is the one who designed that. And we've been very grateful to her for that. Madge is not an SFCC student, I don't believe, or a former one, except that, yeah, you are? You didn't tell me that. Well, she'll tell you about it. But anyway, she did take Poem and you, did you graduate from SFCC? No. Took classes, lots of classes, 120 hours of art. Okay, so sorry about that. I didn't know that. I know that Madge's late husband, Stu Gressley, was a beloved instructor in our business management department and a beloved weather forecaster on our local TV stations many years ago, and we all remember him fondly. Madge lives in Missouri here with her granddaughter and 2 dogs, Pixie and Lily, an award-winning artist for over 25 years. She recently, a couple years ago, traded her paintbrush and canvas in for paper and pen, in this case, computer and keyboard, and started her writing career that's now about 2 years old. She works from home, squeezes in time to write between her graphic design business and, as she says, letting the dogs in and out, which she calls a full-time job. She's worked primarily on 2 different series of fiction, the Inescapable series and the Sophie Collins Mysteries, which she says is a modern-day Nancy Drew series. And she's done very well with the books that she's published and has a great deal of excitement for her writing, and she's just a joy and an inspiration to be around. She's primarily a fiction writer, as I've mentioned, but she's graciously dabbled in poetry with us in the Poem and You. And I hope she'll tell you about a book fair at the Katy Depot that she's been instrumental in organizing for local authors come this Saturday. So, Madge Gressley.
Hey, Debbie. Welcome, everyone. Debbie's done and determined that I'm going to write poetry. I keep telling her I'm not a poet. She says I am. So this is I have 2 poems tonight to read, and so you be the judge. The first one is called Who Am I? I am from ideas filling broad blank spaces with hues and shades, pieces of my soul, from pungent, odorous turpentine and stubby bristle brushes, from the wetness, the coolness, the earth, coaxing forth its secrets, forever frozen in the fire. Who am I? I am from the pounding rhythm, the streaming ribbon paper, the spinning drums repeating the pitch blackness laid upon their faces, sending daily volumes to the masses waiting. Who am I? I am from the pen filling paper, with words escaping inner depths, speaking volumes to hungry eyes, dreams of love, flights of fancy, tears of joy and laughter, to warm, to touch, inspire, igniting the passions in their souls. Who am I? Now this one is coming, the Christmas season is coming, and I wrote this last year for a contest, and in the meantime, in poetry class, I rewrote it. I think it's much better than it was before. So this is, like a lot of you, been Christmas Eve shopping. This is called 29 Minutes to Closing, Christmas Eve. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Time's running out. Oh, come on. The light's green. Move it. Mall entrance, watching for it. There it is, turning in. Up, down, row on row. Cars in every spot. There's one, only 10 rows from the door. Smile. The walk will do you good. Grab the purse, lock the door, check the watch. 24 minutes till closing. Slipping, sliding, sloshing, wading yucky slush. There's a cart, reaching for it. Too late. Cart rushes off, pushed by someone, not me. Find another. No, there is none. Damn. What now? Grab the blue tote, 24 by 12 by 12. Maybe all will fit. 7 gifts? It's possible. Checking watch, 19 minutes till closing. Joni's doll fills half the tote. Lay it flat. Pile on top. Tommy's Iron Man Slim box fits next to doll. Now the twins. Two the same or one big thing? Leaving that till last. Jeffy's bike? Glancing at Tote, not a chance. Cash will have to do. A new pink shirt on Betty's list. Sorry, green is all that's left. Screeching halt. What's this? An empty cart? Left alone? On aisle 19? Checking watch. 14 minutes to closing. Dumping all in cart, discarding Toad on floor, grabbing shirt, whizzing by, toy aisle in sight. Lego buckets for the twins, Jeffy's bike balancing on cart. Screeching scream on aisle 19. Wasn't alone after all. Snickering, on I go. One last gift, then home to wrap. Through the checkout, now to cart. 2 minutes left to spare. I sigh. Get the keys, pop the trunk. Oh, no. The keys locked inside. And I have one short piece of prose that I wrote. And this is called The Christmas Pageant. The overhead lights in the sanctuary drop down to a soft glow. A hush falls over the moms and pops, Grams and Gramps, Aunt Sue's and Uncle Jim's, who are all tightly packed into the pews from the front to the back. Little Jamie Rourke takes his position at the podium. He adjusts his choir robe and raises his hand, signaling for the procession to start. The doors at the back of the sanctuary swing open. Mrs. Johnson begins playing O Little Town of Bethlehem on the church piano. A band of tow-headed angels with twinkling tinsel halos, robes of old white bed sheets sprinkled with glitter, and wings of white tissue paper glued to wing-shaped wires march solemnly down the aisle. We watch with pride as our little Billy Gilbert keeps in step with the music. Next comes Bobby Stevens. He's playing Joseph this year. A new piece of hemp holds his dad's old brown chenille robe snugly at the waist. The hem is held up by 6 or 7 silver safety pins. The white bath towel draped over his head is held in place by his sister's old headband. He pulls his new red flyer wagon carrying Alice Gentry, this year's Mary. She is dressed in a in a piece of baby blue flannel and her mom's white scarf on her head. She holds her doll baby wrapped in her sister's old baby blanket. Then the shepherds walk through the door with their brown cardboard staffs, their striped robes made from a bolt of donated cloth by the local merchant. Next comes the 3 kings with their robes made from the same bolt. Their tinfoil covered crowns and glued on jewels sparkle in the light, all of them marching somewhat in step up to the front, filing one by one onto the stage. The band of angels climb on the risers in the back. Mary and Joseph, the shepherds, and 3 kings take their places in front. Jamie starts telling the story of old when I noticed a bobbing head in the band of angels. It's bouncing back and forth, as if hopping from one foot to the other. A none too quiet, "I gotta go," reverberates from the back of the riser, followed by, "I told you to go before we started," hissed someone off stage. Snickers flutter through the audience. "I gotta go really bad," the angel says again, and that's when I notice it's our Billy, all knock-kneed and prancing. More snickers, and I scoot down in my seat. "You'll just have to wait," comes the raspy command. My wife, sitting beside me, tenses, grabs my arm, her nails dig again. I know what that means, and I hold my breath. The prancing stops, and I watch as Billy knowingly smiles. A small silver stream flows swiftly across the stage and catches in the light. It sparkles brightly as it trickles over the edge and pools in front of the Reverend Martin Black. He shifts his feet in the pew and moves his feet over. He smiles and says softly, "Sometimes even angels can't wait." This Saturday, after the parade down at the Katy Depot, we're having a book fair. I'm going to have 6 or 7 local authors down there with their books and signing them. So invite everybody to come down and see us and get some Christmas gifts.